Joining us this morning is Carol LaPointe. She is the Keweenaw Bay Indian Community Team Lead, and we are talking about, October's Domestic Violence Awareness Month and what the KBIC does to help support domestic violence victims. Thanks for joining us this morning.
Thank you.
So tell us about the Nimi-Gimiwong Transitional Home.
Well, the Nimi-Gimiwong Transitional Home is one of 50 tribal transitional homes throughout the nation. Mm-hmm. And we are very fortunate to have 2 in Michigan. And we've had ours for about 7 years now. Mm-hmm. And the difference between a transitional home and a shelter is that you have more time to stay. A shelter, you have 1 to 30 days, maybe plus an additional day. Mm-hmm. And the transitional home gives you up to 2 years to live in and be with your family. You can have your children with you, and you can, get a home to move into, get your vocation or your job all squared away, mm-hmm. and gives you a lot of time for counseling and recovering from your assault.
That's amazing.
It is.
And you were saying that Nimi-Gimiwong has a very special meaning.
Yes, it does. We named it Nimi-Gimiwong when we first created the grant, and it means dancing in the rain. And that's after the quote that life isn't what happens, it's learning to dance in the rain. Mm-hmm. And that's what you essentially are doing when you're recovering from domestic violence or assault.
Oh, for sure. The KBIC holds this Chelsea LaFernier awareness walk and event every year. This was the 10th year for it.
Yes, it was. And yes, we've been doing it for 10 years. Chelsea was a tribal member of the Keweenaw Bay Indian community. And in fact, she was she was going to be my assistant at the health center. We orientated, and unfortunately that night she went home and she was tragically murdered by her boyfriend. And she still has 2 children in the community in Grand Rapids area, and we commemorate her life every year in Domestic Violence Awareness Month, even though the event happened in January. Mm-hmm. But we just like to commemorate her life, because she was an amazing girl.
Absolutely. So going forward, what is the hope for the transitional home, and what's just on the horizon?
Well, we actually received 2 grants recently from the Department of Justice and Victim of Crimes Assistance in the state, and we are planning to make our house bigger and move it to a more rural area. Right now we're in front of the casino in Baraga, and so it's kind of a distraction, and we want to be in a more rural setting. Mm-hmm. And then we plan to renovate a little bit and make the surroundings better, better, of course.
For sure. And one last thing before we wrap up, you guys recently had a sauna giveaway.
Oh yes, we had a sauna raffle from July till the walk in October, and our winner was Kathy Bolton of Lawrence. So she was the lucky winner of the sauna this year.
Awesome. Well, congrats to her.
Thank you.
Real quickly, one more time, where do people go for more information about the transitional
For more
home?
information, they should call 353-4599. We have a 24/7 crisis line.
Excellent. And we'll have all that information on our website after the show. Just go to uppermichigansource.com. Carol, thanks for joining us this morning.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely.